Hi, and welcome to the 7th Valkyrie podcast, brought to you by me, Strana, and my best friend Gooba. Um, I hope you're doing well. I like you. I should keep reading the script? Okay. Um, if you'd like to learn more about the series and go on an adventure with us and see pictures, you could see pictures, and you can hear from the author and do behind the scenes stuff and bonus stuff. It's all great. And I really think you should do it. So if you can go onto the 7th Valkyrie app and download it. Well, you don't go on the app. You have to download it from some sort of store. I'm a little confused about all that. They don't have that where I'm from, but I'm sure you get it. So do it and enjoy this podcast. Hello, everybody. Good to talk to you guys. It's been a while since I've recorded. Well, I guess it hasn't been that long since I've recorded one, but it's a long time since I've been back in the booth. Sometimes I record these in batches, and then I'll have a long period of time where I kind of am in and out. And I checked in with you guys, I think, from Monteverde last week, but now back in the office, back in the studio, giving you guys my little bits and bobs and thoughts on the world and art and morality and I don't know, just anything that comes to mind that I think is interesting to talk about, and I hope that you guys enjoy hearing it. It's good to be back. I think I mentioned a little bit in our Monteverde episode that I think we'd actually been making some progress, and that's true. We continued on. We're rocking and rolling. It's been a little bit of a weird week. I hurt my back at the gym, being a stupid idiot, but back rolling, getting going, back in the saddle. And first thing that I want to talk about is, and you're going to bear with me because you saw this and you might have recognized it, but I'm going to talk about Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, because I saw this movie probably since I last talked to or recorded a batch of stuff, and oh my god, and it's my favorite movie of all time. I've thought about it. I've rewatched it. I've compared it to any other movie that I was considered. I think Dark Knight might have been my favorite movie of all time before that. Maybe John Wick. Get away, Stardust. Sorry, my cat was scratching the wall next to me. But yeah, they were blown out of the water by Puss in Boots, and it's amazing to think that the second, the sequel to the critically panned original Puss in Boots movie, which was kind of just so lame. It was just, I watched it thinking it was this one, and I was like, what's the big deal about it? And then I saw Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, and I was like, holy shit, this is what imagination and dreaming and animation truly are. There are times when everything in a piece of media just comes together, and I really want to say I admire the hell out of the team that made this movie. And it really is one of my favorites of all time, in terms of, oh my God, it's just I know that there are maybe some moments that I can look through, and I've watched it a couple times, and I've tried to pick out moments that I didn't like, but I can't find them yet. Maybe I will find little moments eventually. And I haven't been a big movie watcher, but God, this was just so new, so fresh, so interesting. I've talked a lot in podcasts about how, I sometimes think that, a little bit of magic and a little bit of whimsical kind of fantasy, taking ourselves outside of the real world, is actually the perfect backdrop to tell an intensely human story. And it is funny that a movie with two talking cats, Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and a throwaway character from a nursery rhyme, all looking for one wish, could be such a compelling and beautiful and swashbuckling and fun adventure. There's no fat in this script. Everything is punchy. It's fun. It conveys what it has to. It holds up with a second watch. I enjoyed it even when it was and it all made sense, even when I knew the twists and the turns and the reveals. And first of all, that in and of itself is hard to do. It's got compelling dialogue that feels natural, and it gives a lot of characters a lot of kind of three-dimensional human feeling stuff. And I've got to say, like, I super applaud, Salma Hayek, Harvey Guillen, Antonio Banderas, and John Mulaney. I'm not sure who steals the show the most, and I'm forgetting the name of the actor who plays the wolf, but he was amazing too. I mean, like the chemistry between Salma and Antonio was like the best chemistry I've seen between any romantic leads, except for like, or at least my personal favorite, except for maybe like Lucifer and Claire in Lucifer. Some people disagree with me a lot on that one. Mostly that was just because Tom Ellis was amazing as Lucifer. And I do like, I'm forgetting the actress who played Claire. She was great too, but she was a great foil to his kind of wacky. Anyway, but like, the fact that I can be like, well, wow, the relationship between Puss in Boots and Kitty Softpaws is one of my favorite relationships in all of cinema is ridiculous to say, but it's also even more ridiculous because it's true. And the fact that it came through while they were portraying talking fairy tale animals is like amazing. The art in this, I need to take a moment to gush over. It was the first time I actually watched the movie's credits in a long time with bated breath, like actually interested in seeing who had created this stuff. And it really shows how insanely creative and artistic each scene was. Like every set piece has its own unique feel. The skyboxes in the background art is gorgeous. The dark forest is an insane setting for the second half of the movie. And like each scene sticks out so clearly in my mind and is so memorable. Speaking of things that are sticking out in my mind, like the way that this movie balances like brevity with self-awareness, with a story that's got real heart is amazing also. Like the characters are driven, they're realistic, they're funny and fun, they make sense. Like you know who they are. And there's an emotional center to this movie that deserves a real shout out. Like dealing with the challenges of loneliness and trust and the fear of death and trying to live one life as best as you can. Like the loss of invincibility as we get older. Like reprioritizing our adopted families over and the ones that we choose to make. And telling us like that each step along the way that like the true value of the life we share is the time we spend with others. Like, these are amazing messages. These are such great things to be hearing in the world right now and to be seeing them. Like I can't imagine. I'm so glad that I will live in a world where my kids can grow up watching this movie. And the fucking fight scenes, dude. Like, I would dream to create something as impressive as the giant fight, oh my god, I almost forgot the giant fight, like in the beginning. Oh my god, like as chaotic as the factory fight, and it's still easy to follow, or the terrain changing fight that happens multiple times, as powerful as all the final showdowns. There's 2 final showdowns, and they're amazing, and each one feels so different, and it feels like a powerful moment that like just fits. Love it. I don't know. It really speaks to a team of talented people who let talented people and with passion and vision take the lead. So much of Hollywood right now is kind of things that just kind of feel like produced, by marketing teams. And I know as a marketer myself, it's like it's a big risk to try to create something new, try to create some art, and like it takes a lot of guts to do something new. And when you can see the piece of love and like something this big that was a combination of, rather than being like just this corporate thing that was like blandified all the way down, you could tell that this was a lot of really cool people collaborating on something really interesting that they all cared about. And when you can see the love in a piece of art, that's really, really cool. So anyway, this was my gush for the day. Take a look at it. I did not get paid to record this. I just love this movie, and I love talking about it. Everyone in my friend group can pass that along. But yeah, anyway, so this was my little piece of things that, I don't know. I love it. So have a good day. Have a good afternoon. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Wherever you have it good. Hi, Mama Maven. You're here too. oh, hooray! She's sitting here watching because she thought that it was weird that a mid-20s guy was giving me direction in the booth. So she's making sure that he doesn't do anything weird. Oh, was I supposed to not mention that? Oh, okay. Hi, Mama Maven. Hi, slightly off-put Colin, author guy. You're working really hard. Anyway, thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. And with me, brought to you by me and Gooba. We're doing our best. If you would like to get more, more of everything, like more adventure, more pictures, more behind the scenes, more bonus features, everything, you can get it from like that super store, but it's like a store on your phone, and you can download the 7th Valkyrie app. Yeah? Did I do a good job? Awesome. Well, hey, this has been, make sure that you take care of your Hunas, because they're really easy, they fall down hills quickly. Yeah. Bye.